Speaking of the Christians, if any of them are still watching, I think the whole like Christian thing, like, Christians are going to be so upset over the Last Supper portrayal at the Olympics. It's like 200 million Christians, yeah, 1 in 10 of those people actually go to church. Like which is wild to me. Like as somebody who went to church every Sunday growing up, but before I realized like I don't believe in this, it's wild to me to believe in God and not go to church. Which is apparently what most people Christians do, which is crazy to me. But anyway, here's Peter Teal talking about Christianity.
Christianity, the main religion of the Western world, it always takes the side of the victim, and there's something where it is like some kind of deformation or intensification, and maybe you should think of wokeness as ultra Christianity or hyper Christianity. It's just like an extreme intensification, and it's maybe there's no forgiveness, and so it's sort of. It's you still have original sin, and you have all these bad things that happened in the past. The past is terrible, and you can never overcome it. But there surely is a religious interpretation that this is sort of, what happened is, as let's say the church lost a certain amount of authority, but people didn't become, rationalist atheist people. They went into the sort of woke religion, which has to be which I would interpret as a certain extreme form of Christianity.
Yeah, because
we don't see anything from those weeks.
All right. Say what you want about Peter Teal, but he is a master communicator.
Oh yeah.
Big time freak. And just doing Nietzsche there.
I do got to say, I love the idea that Joe Biden persecuted the Catholics.
Yeah.
I just love that. He's like the most Catholic president we've had since JFK, right? I mean,
I just love the idea that Christianity is like too victim focused. Like it's too focused on like the downtrodden, and there needs to be like a branch of Christianity, which I would just call like evangelical Christianity, like, the prosperity gospel that is
Southern
mostly
Baptist.
Yeah, exactly. That is just like mostly concerned with the victimizer, with the oppressor, like that really identifies with that.
Yeah, you have that. It's called Southern Baptist or Slavery Baptist. It's called Southern because the Northern was doing too much anti-slavery stuff, so they created that. But it's funny because like any religion, there's a mix of it, right? Like the Adam and Eve myth is very very amenable to capitalist property ownership things. It's like, hey, the owner of that said, don't do anything to it. You don't have permission. Please, lay off it. But also, if you're going to have a religion become broadly adopted by a wide swath of the world, it can't be geared towards the oppressors because there are fewer of them than the oppressed, and you need something in your religion to speak to the experience of most people. So like most religions are a little bit of a hodgepodge between things that can use to control populations or things that speak to populations.
Well, look, I think that we just talk too much about Jesus. Let's maybe just refocus around Pontius Pilate. Let's maybe just like refocus. You hear a lot about Jesus being crucified. He's hanging up there, T-pose. Like, what about the person nailing in the nail? Yeah,
that's a good point. So true. We should get into that guy's mindset. And you also could just see how new atheism, in the end, like Peter Thiel's money and power is always going to orient itself towards the West and towards money, right? Which, okay, yeah, we're a majority Christian nation in that way. But that doesn't really matter in his analysis. It's mostly about stamping out any of like the remaining empathetic teachings of Christianity in order to just like make the branding of Western power or capitalism even like less religious in nature. I don't really know, but it doesn't matter because he's still donating to Donald Trump, whose major base of electoral power is the evangelical base of this country, and who are responsible for taking away fundamental rights for people who can get pregnant because of their own retrograde views about women.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.